Realm Royale, yeah.
This game is blowing up.
I know,
Like,
but I'm
holy crap, it's blowing up. I'm not interested in it.
I'm still not interested.
Like,
but like, I think what I
It's
like
fun to
though,
watch. I think it's fun to watch.
I was talking to somebody about that exact style of game before it was announced. I was talking about like we need to have like imagine if you had like Overwatch characters, so like characters with skills and stuff, like you know the character itself has special abilities, but then you drop them into like a battle royale type mode, and you remove the building from like Fortnite, and it's exactly what it is.
Mr. Dry Bear, what separates Realm Royale from other types of battle royale games in the genre?
It's a good question. So before you go up into the air to determine where you land on the map, you'll actually choose from a list of fantasy classes like mage or hunter.
It's
or
another
assassin.
royale, yeah, but
Yeah, it is, but you have
it's actually
classes this time
fun.
around.
It's actually fun to watch, and
So
I
an
haven't
engineer
tried to
will be
play
more
it.
about bunkering down, putting up shields,
But there's no
putting up
building. That's my
turrets.
biggest issue.
The assassin will get behind the lines using stealth.
Well,
using
that's
snipers to take out targets.
that's the thing
It
that
looks like
like
the
a lot
same
of people.
targeting.
Isn't being crazy.
Yeah, that's
And
why
then
they're
some
coming
of
to
the
it.
streams that I've
But
watched, it also
there's
seemed like there
a lot of people
were
don't
a
like
bit
the
targeting.
building.
The
just,
shooting is
loot and
very
find
similar
stuff.
to
Talking about
Fortnite.
Yeah, it is,
So you don't have to worry about fucking
Once
building.
you
And
choose a
that's a
class,
big
it'll
deal
come
for
with
me.
a set of abilities, and you'll actually be upgrading these during the match.
That's why I don't like
Specifies your
Fortnite.
play style. And so as you're looting,
You
up,
like
you'll
the
never
building.
play
Play
well in
Fortnite.
armor and
I
weapons
can't
will
stand
come
it.
out of the chest.
I think it's so stupid. You have to be good at building and shooting. And when
Oh
it's
my
when
God,
it's
I'm a
fun
girl. Thank you
shooter.
so much
You
for
mentioned
that
this a
host.
little
We
bit.
appreciate
I've seen
it.
it on stream. Talk to
Really
me
kind of you.
about crafting in the game. I mean, how does crafting work in a game where there's a constantly shrinking play circle?
We're really excited about this. So strewn across the map, there are places called forges. And
It's so
once
weird
you're
that
at the
people turn
forge,
into
you'll collect
chicken, though.
shards
Like, I
from
just-
disenchanting loot you find
I think
as
that's
you're
an
going
awesome
about. And
awesome
you'll
thing
use these
though.
shards to start
Like
crafting
it really
legendary
changes the
gear,
dynamic of the
powerful
game.
pieces
Oh, no,
that
for sure, but
everyone
I'm just, I
wants.
find
Once
it
you start the
super
forge,
weird.
a smokestack
I
goes above the
understand
forge,
like
and
that
everyone
it's a
comes
good
over to
thing,
fight.
Like
but
mini objective even.
Big team fight.
So I know that Realm Royale is currently available for free on Steam, but I hear that you have some goodies people can check out that are E3 exclusive.
That's right. So free on Steam. We're actually out for less than a week now, and we were already number 4 on Steam charts. And this week at E3, through Mixer, if you stream on Mixer and you're playing, the streamer that gets closest to the Crown Royale will enter into the hype zone, and so everyone will see you on. You'll be featured on the main page of Mixer.
Boo,
You'll have a chance to
Mixer!
win the Jailbird chicken skin, which is our first piece of cosmetic. It's a little chicken with like a little jailbird, like prisoner outfit, and just box around. It's hilarious.
Yeah, and if you don't know the chicken mechanic, seriously, please look it up right now. Rory, thanks so much for joining me on stage to talk about Realm Royale. Once
Thanks, sir.
again, it's for free on Steam right now. Our next game is one that was shown at last year's PC gaming show. And
how
Frankie
come
has some
Twitch
updates
doesn't have that
what
kind of
they've
stuff?
done.
You know, they
Yes,
didn't
John,
partner
as
with
you may
anybody
remember,
to
I
get those
wish-
special
I wish they
things.
did.
Made by a core
Yeah,
team
that's-
of just 2 people.
Like, how come?
It's called
How come-
Ooblets, and it's a farming and
I don't know,
collecting
man.
indie
It's-
inspired by
I don't know.
Pokemon, Harvest Moon, and Animal Crossing.
They need to do more to help
Its fresh
smaller
trailer
streamers
features a
like
first
to
look at their unique
grow.
combat system, along
Yeah.
Because with
plenty of
the amount of
cute
people that
Ooblets and
stream
environments.
and how saturated streaming is,
Yeah.
it's almost impossible to get noticed.
Yeah, Twitch Prime, but I mean, like, they didn't sign any deal for this E3 is what I mean. Like, they didn't sign any deal with anybody. Like, all we hear about at every conference is about Mixer. So far.
Mixer was all over Microsoft, which is owned by Microsoft.
Yeah, obviously.
And Mixer was on here, so I don't know why. But the thing about it, the Microsoft one was hosted by Twitch.
Sony is in an hour and 30 minutes. Yeah.
What was this called? Nooblets?
Something like that, yeah.
I'm not interested. Can we
Yes,
move on?
Philly. Yes. This reminds me of it. You know what? Yeah. It looks like Adventure Time a little bit. The graphics. A tiny bit.
Ooblets.
Ooblets. Oh, they announced it last year. That was shown last year. Ooblets.
Now, it wouldn't be a PC gaming show without a dash of strategy, which is why I'm delighted that we get the chance to share
Dude, is this
with
a
you the
2-hour
next
presentation?
in the Anno
Really?
games. Let's take a look at Anno 1880.
Ubisoft.
Another Anno game? Oh, you said it was shown last year. Okay. It's been more than 90 minutes. We're 4 minutes past that. No, it's Anno. It's a Ubisoft franchise. Yeah. Anno 1800s.
Joining me on the stage to talk about it is the executive producer, Burkhard Rattheiser, and community developer, Bastian Thun.
Yeah, I don't
Gentlemen,
really care.
welcome to the stage. I want to begin right away by asking, for people who haven't seen or experienced
does,
the
Ford?
Anno
That's awesome.
series, what are these
Oh, by the way,
types of
Taint, I don't know if you saw,
Yeah, well, I know
but there was an
1800
hidden
is,
message in the
PC,
Cyberpunk trailer,
only.
I didn't see it. What was it?
and people decoded it, and it's a really long message, and they're basically saying, thank you for waiting all these years for us to show you more, blah blah blah, and then they confirmed in that message
And at its core,
that you will be
it's a
able to create your own
sandbox game.
character.
So you have
Sweet.
So it's not like
freedom
you're not
to
stuck into the
explore,
dude that we saw in the trailer. Like you actually can
good.
make whatever you want. But it didn't specify if it was going to be a first person. It didn't specify anything else
Talk to me a
essentially.
little bit about why
They
the
just said like
choice
we're going to
of
show
the
more
19th
soon,
century for
and
this game.
Well,
continue
the
to be
19th
patient
century
and all that
it's
stuff.
such an interesting and rich era. There was so much happening in this era.
Yeah.
So we had two industrial revolutions.
Yeah.
We had major scientific inventions. And also big social changes, and also the creation of the big imperial empires. So it's a really rich era.
And what are some of the elements that we'll get to see from the 19th century in Anno 1800?
So
I
it's
like
kind of
strategy
for the
games
player,
like
it's,
these. Like I really
basically
do,
you
but
start with a
I don't think they're
first,
great to stream.
Kind of medieval settlements,
Yeah.
and then it's a kind of a journey through the 19th century. So it's a kind of you explore everything that kind of.
What is
happened
this?
in
Is
this
it an
rich
RTS?
It's an RTS, yeah.
And I understand that
I love RTS games.
you have a very
They just haven't had a good
unique
one for a
take
long
on
time.
how to work with the community, how to gather feedback. I was wondering if you could talk to me about what is Anno Union.
So last year at Gamescom, when we actually revealed the game, we decided on, you know what, it's pre-alpha, we revealed the game. We invited the community to basically become a member of our development team. So we launched our Anno Union platform. It's a place where we give constant weekly updates on the current development and invite players to give feedback and basically help us developing the game.
Can you give me like an example of exactly how some choices have been steered by the community?
So there's a lot of
I'd say
different
Warcraft
stuff we did.
3
like
was
from
the best RTS I've
feedback
played
we
for a
got
long
on
time.
our blogs, and focus playtests were invited.
That was the
players
last one I played that I
with
actually
great
really
feedback, which had to completely.
The Tom Clancy
rebalance
one was
mid
pretty
and
good
late
too.
Game of the game. Also, we heavily expanded.
What was
on
the
core
Tom
features
Clancy
of the game
RTS? I'm
based on
slipping
feedback. We
my
said,
mind.
Okay, that really seems to work. Players like that, so okay. Let's do it like improve the quality a little bit even more.
Yeah.
But they can also vote on actual game content.
End
we had a
War,
big
that's
vote
what it
for
is.
AI opponent in the game.
End War was
for
really good.
community
End
creation
War,
contests
yeah,
where
End
they
War
could
was
create
great.
Their own island and stuff like this.
And I understand that some of this footage that you're sharing right now
Let's
is
forget about Command and
pieces
Conquer.
that people can go to
They murdered it.
and vote on right now.
Exactly.
the phone
just
game
in time
just-
for E3, you can go to announion.com, check out. We have a vote up where you can vote on one of 5 ships in the game. And that's only the first stage, because in the second stage, we will allow you to design your own ship variant. So the winner of that first vote, then you can hand in your own design notes, drawings, 3D models, whatever you like. And the winner of that contest will actually make it into the game.
Now, where is the website that people can go to again to get the most information?
I love EU4.
Yeah, just check out Anno.
And A-Side, what's up, dude?
That's basically our big community platform, and we want to invite especially strategy gamers, PC players out there to come help us
He has a
developing the game,
like
sharing
a
feedback.
freckle or a
Just check
mole
out.
on his ear that looks like an
Gentlemen, thank
earring.
you for
It's
joining
like,
me
what
on
the
stage
hell?
to talk about Anno 1800.
You're right.
Our next title is the final battle royale of the night. And
Oh
Frank
god, another one.
is going to be talking about it, and it's a little bit, maybe not what you'd expect.
Publisher TinyBuild is known for discovering distinct
TinyBuild?
developers
Oh,
and
I know
bringing
what this
their
is.
quirky ideas to
Really?
the fore. With
I think I know what this is.
And Hello
I love
Neighbor among their
TinyBuild.
catalog of hits. And now I'm delighted to be able to bring you the world exclusive reveal of a game developed by Galvanic Games in cooperation with Explosion. Inspired by the Cyanide and Happiness webcomic, Rapture Rejects is Battle Royale as you've never seen one before, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not. Top down, isometric, cartoony, and basically bonkers. Let's take a look at what happens when the man upstairs makes an epic fail and only beams up the bad people. Introducing Rapture Rejects.
That sounds interesting, dude. I love Tiny Build.
Dear God, every day I strive to be closer to your light. I pray that when Judgment Day, that most holiest of days, comes upon us, when you bring all the good people to heaven, that I may live in eternal glory by your side. Amen.
Little help.
Oh my god. Fucking.
I mean,
gotta try this.
I'm not sure about the gameplay because I'm not big on that. The graphic, like not the graphics, but the
Get down here this instant! You didn't bring the leaves!
No way, dude.
Oh, that was good.
I
Try that.
I don't like the shooter from that perspective. Is what I so like I'm not I don't think I'm gonna be playing it, but it looks like a mobile game a little bit.
Our final game that we'll be showcasing this evening is from perhaps the most famous stealth action franchise in gaming, the Hitman series. Let's take a look at
Hitman
the
2.
brand new trailer
Hitman 2,
for
yeah.
Hitman 2.
It was announced like earlier last week. They're having like a new mode, like a sniper mode or something, the new Hitman.
Welcome to Miami, 47. The innovation race is on its last day, and it is down
Close.
to the wire. The Providence defectors.
Oh,
Robert
dude.
And Sierra Knox. A day of high-octane thrills.
I know why you're saying that, Lawrence.
Targets.
I never played any Hitman games.
I have the new one. I played the new one. It's really good.
It is?
The newest one. Oh my god, it is so good. It's definitely worth playing. November 13th. Nice.
The music was great though.
Joining me to talk about Hitman 2 is game director from IO Interactive, Jacob Mickelson. Join me up here, Jacob. Come
Dude, it's
on out,
been...
we gotta talk. Assassination.
That was the last one.
Welcome, Jacob. Thanks for joining me. I mean, right away, tell me what
It's been an hour and 45
47
minutes.
doing in Miami.
Well, he's there to pay a visit to Sharon Robert Knox.
What time does the Sony one start?
In an hour and 15 minutes.
We all know how that ends, right?
Well, given that it's a Hitman
The thing
game,
though is I
have
gotta
some
go.
hints. And, you know, I
grab
always
something
felt
in a
like
grocery
in
store
the
for
Hitman
Van
games, the environment was so
before,
critical, trying to study and trying to understand it. What are
before
some of
the start of
elements
Sony, of the
in
Sony
Miami
one.
Yeah.
that will show up in Hitman 2?
Yeah, well, absolutely. Miami.
I'm gonna grab me a little bite to eat, and then I'm gonna play some Rainbow while I wait.
In Miami, we have, of course, the
I mean, we still got to talk about the games and
Yeah.
stuff, but I
being
gotta.
super high
We're gonna have to
Yeah,
make
that's
that
gonna
quick.
be
We
quick,
also go to
dude,
Great
because
Lakes
I didn't
Trade
write
Routes
many
surrounding,
notes.
bits
I
and
just wrote the
pieces,
names down
here,
and
back
the dates
here.
that I could
Of
see.
course, we also have that in Miami. So
I will. I
pits,
will, Jack.
paddocks, there's an emergency room, and so on. So all the facilities needed in order for you to kind of make your own way through the mission and take advantage of the locations and all the different disguises and items you stumble upon as you move in closer to your targets.
And in terms of the mechanics, I know that there's going to be a lot of the familiar feels, but what are some of the brand
Smell you
new
later,
ones that are in
shitbag!
Hitman?
Some of the new stuff is, for instance, the crowd placer.
I still laugh at that. Freaking.
First of all,
that
there's
was
more
funny.
than ever.
Yeah,
We're close to 2,000 people now in the
She's
scene.
not at work,
And,
no.
on
No,
top of
she's
that,
in
we
the,
also
the
do
living
the
room.
new crowd mechanic where you can dip into
But
the
I told her
crowd
that I
to
would
get
go
in
and buy
trouble.
something in the
So
grocery
as long as
today,
they're
and I just didn't have
not
time
fleeing or running
because of
away,
E3 and all the
they're there
streaming
for
and
you
stuff.
to
So I'm
hide
gonna
in
take
so
like
you
a
get chased by guards.
20-minute break
Another
to
new
go
thing
and
is
grab
the
it
picture-in-picture,
before Sony.
mechanic where you get information about what's going on other places in the level. So if you're setting up traps and stuff like that, you can kind of keep track of where the important characters are. And last but not least, we have the fan favorite,
Right.
which is the sniper briefcase is back. But this time it's not only for sniper rifles, it's also for all the other things you want to carry around kind of without causing too much attention to yourself.
And I want to ask about some of the weapons and the disguises that have been showing up throughout these trailers.
Yeah, we go to great length. I think the theme of this showing is going to be the fish. It's really it's a studio favorite. We're having a lot of laughs.
I love it, though.
that,
The
right?
fish
And
was
then-
great.
And then, of course, you just saw it in the kitchen as a frying pan. So we all know the kitchen is the most dangerous.
Dude, watch out for that lawsuit from
Right?
PUBG, man, using a frying pan as a weapon.
Right.
And I want to ask about some of
Just
my
saying.
favorite content from Hitman, things like elusive targets, limited time events. Will those be making a comeback?
Absolutely. So there's still going to be escalations for you to kind of challenge the game in many different ways. There's going to be challenge packs, again, new challenge for you. And then, of course, the elusive targets that pop up for a short period of time only. And you have one shot at this or,
Oh, yeah.
go bust.
As my final
Honestly,
question, the expected question.
I feel like
When
E3
does
so
Hitman
far,
2 come
except
out?
for
comes out November 13,
the start of
and if you
E3 with
pre-order right now, you also
Microsoft,
get access to
has
a
been a
new
little
game
bit
mode called
lackluster,
Sniper
you know?
where you get to play as Agent 47, and also, for the first time in the franchise, you can play along with a friend in the co-op mode.
Well, Jacob, thank you so much for
Like,
coming
I'm
out.
glad for Doom
super
2, I'm
looking
glad
forward
for
to
like
Hitman 2.
Wolfenstein and stuff, but like Doom 2, we didn't get anything
I
at
might
all.
be the
No,
worst Hitman ever,
no
but I
gameplay
try
whatsoever.
hard. Now, Jacob,
Didn't
I'm
get
going to
anything for
thank you.
Starfield, didn't get
And I'm
anything
gonna
for
escort you off
Elder
to
Scrolls
the
6.
right, so you're going to rush off this way.
Next year should be
Coming in from the
even better.
left, for the first time
Something's
ever,
gonna happen, I'm gonna miss
Vaguely
Sony. No, I'm
nearby
not,
is
I'm
the
not
co-host,
gonna miss
Frankie.
Sony, dude.
Come here, Frankie.
There's no way.
They let me come down from the balcony for good behavior.
Sony's gonna blow everybody away.
Excellent.
I already know it.
Well,
They better,
Frankie,
dude.
If Microsoft
did
did
it.
what they did,
The PC gaming show
Sony's
is done.
gonna
Thank you so
knock it out of
much
the park.
for
Yeah, but the
joining us
thing
to
is, like,
host this year.
there were
Thank
rumors
you.
that Sony only have
Thank you,
like
guys.
4 big
Thanks to all of
titles
you
this
who
year.
came out to the Will Turn and joined
Yeah.
us today.
They're
It
keeping
was
most of
a
their stuff for the
blast.
next year.
Thanks to
So, like, I
Twitch
hope it's not the
chat.
case,
I
'cause
know that
otherwise,
everything
like,
you said was appropriate
Microsoft will
and
win this
intelligently
E3.
thought out.
I hope Microsoft
And
wins
of
it.
course,
To be honest,
this
I
year
like
we're
Microsoft
curating
more.
even more great
Yeah, but I don't want
PC
Microsoft to win it by a
games
landslide, is what I'm saying. Because like I'd rather
And of
both
course,
have
not
incredible
least, a
titles,
huge
but
thank you to all
Microsoft
our
just like
wonderful
edges it out
sponsors
or
who let
something.
PC Gaming Show come back for a
Because
fourth
that way it's
straight
better
year.
for
They
everybody.
are
Like
Hyper
when one
Studios,
just like
Digital Extremes,
rolls over
Archangel
and the other one
Hellfire,
stomps
Team
all over
17,
it, it's not as
Stardock
good as
Entertainment,
like
Acer, Predator,
when everybody
Improbable,
wins because
Oculus
there's
Rift, Drake's
great
Case,
games everywhere, you
Tripwire,
know.
Frontier Developments, and Square Enix. We hope you have a wonderful E3.
All right.
Go play some damn
Well-
video games. Cheers.
Thank you.
Okay,
Bye.
let's talk about this. Let's talk about this conference that was pretty lackluster. If you want, if you want my opinion, I'm not a big fan of it.
I agree. I was bored throughout the majority of it.
Like there were very little games that I was like really,
Like
not
I
even
said, I didn't
excited.
write
I wouldn't
many
say
notes
excited.
at all. I just wrote the name of the games and then some release dates. Satisfactory was the first one. Co-op 4-player open world builder. It's first-person version of Factoro or whatever it's called. You sign up for the beta at the website. I don't care about it, so it's like that was the first one. Second one, Neo Cab. Looked interesting. It's like a cab driver sim, but then it had like some sort of hacker.
Yeah,
stuff. I don't even know.
I don't know that one. Like there were 2 Cavs game talked about in that conference, right?
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, the first one they showed didn't grab me at all. I didn't necessarily like the art style or anything like that. Like I'll see when it releases if it's any good, but it's not something I'm looking forward to. I don't know about you, but it's just.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like I said, I don't really care. There's no games on here besides maybe 2 or 3 that I'm like, oh, okay, cool, yes, I can't wait. Here's one, Mavericks Proving Grounds. I'm super excited for that. I'm glad that he brought up some of the facts that, yes, it is a BR, but there's a lot of elements of MMO and all this other stuff in the game. He didn't really go into detail about how they're set up servers like they've done in their like roundtable talks and all that. But like I said before, I've been chatting with the developers, and I'm excited for it, and I think it's going to be cool.
It looked all right, but I'm just not a fan of BR games in general. Like I don't really play them on the channel. People can confirm this. Like I've barely played PUBG. I didn't play any.
I hate PUBG. I don't like any BR games, but I like shooters, and this game reminds me of first person shooters because it's gonna have that, and it also reminds me of like RPGs. So I'm more than happy to put those 2 together.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. I'm happy that something made you happy during that conference because there wasn't a lot to go on.
Well, this one was kind of cool. I'm curious about it. They didn't really say anything. The Forgotten City. It's a mod. It's a standalone game of a mod from Skyrim.
Yeah, and it actually looked interesting. Like I don't know if you've seen me play the console, the game called The Console on my channel. I
think I did.
If you haven't, it's on my YouTube channel, so you can always like drop by and just like take a few minutes to watch like maybe like 2-3 minutes of the game. But I like games where like there's like a mystery and puzzles and stuff. Like I always found that interesting, and it looked that way. Like it didn't look like it was the best graphics in the world. It didn't look like it was the best game in the world, but it still looked pretty good. That I would at least stream it a little bit and just like enjoy the ride and usually these games are pretty short too. So like it's probably the type of game you can play in either one sitting or maybe 2 tops. So like 2 4 hour sit. So it's not too bad. Like I can definitely justify it.
I'm down to try it.
Yeah.
That's next one. Star Control comes out September 20th. I didn't write any notes because I don't remember. I don't remember what the game was. There's a lot of games that were announced that were just like okay, and then like that's it. They didn't catch my attention, and that was obviously one of them.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Star Control, honestly.
Next one, Hunt Showdown. I absolutely love it. I own it. Like I said, out of all games that I've played, that's probably my top 3 favorite game because of its unique and it's so pretty and the freaking world that it is. It's just an amazing game. That all they did was just tease with a video, and if you watch the video, you saw 4 people on the same team fighting against things. So, in my mind, I'm thinking one of the biggest things that the community really wanted was at least a squad type. They have 4 friends to be able to play with and all that.
Yeah, like a 4v4 or something, yeah.
No, it's because it's like how many? Like 12. I don't remember how many teams. There's like 5 teams of 2, so
20. So 5 teams of 4.
It'd be hopefully. I don't know. It depends on what the servers can handle, but it'd be I don't know. It'd probably be 3 teams of 4, maybe. I don't know.
Oh yeah, 5 teams of 2. It's 10. So yeah, probably yeah. Maybe 4.
Yeah, maybe 4.
Maybe they can squeeze it to like 4 teams of 4. Maybe that'd be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's what I'm guessing they're hinting at. I hope, but who knows? That's all they showed was a video and nothing afterwards. And after that,
I mean, I've never been interested in Hunt Showdown because it's not my type of game. But I've seen you play, and I've always liked the aesthetics of it. So
it's great.
So even more content for that game, I guess, is good.
Archangel Hellfire is the next one.
Oh, that was the one for the freaking mech. Yeah, I love mechs, but you know, sometimes they were in combat and stuff, and all you could see was just like a big mass of like lights and stuff, and nothing to really like. You couldn't focus on anything on the screen. It was kind of boring, and I wasn't interested. Hey Jack, thank you so much for that cheer, that 2 cheer. And also before we go on, just one last thing. It is the last chance to get into that Wonders Age of Wonders 3 giveaway. I'm gonna stop it in like maybe like at 8, so like in 6 minutes. So if you guys want in, exclamation point Wonders 3 in my chat, and yeah, go ahead.
The next one, actually one that kind of looked interesting. It's Sinking City, a Lovecraftian game with.
Dude, yeah, that looked interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. I wrote something. I can't fucking read it. It's so small.
Wow, dude. It's
so small. Anyway, it's a Lovecraftian game. Oh, with sanity mechanic.
Yeah.
It puts in mechanics of like, there's probably things in the game that you need to do, or I don't know.
Yeah, well,
but there's things that can make you slowly become insane.
And I love that kind of stuff because that's usually one of the big things about any Lovecraftian's game, including even like board games that are based of Lovecraft. Is all about like keeping your sanity and all that stuff. So I'm glad they added that as a mechanic in the game. I'm looking forward to it.
That's cool. Yeah, I was interested in it. It was kind of cool. Next one, Warframe. It's been out forever. The Sacrifice is a new DLC coming out. They said this week.
Probably
June
with
17th.
Another new open world area, because that was the big draw for like the last DLCs they had. So
yeah, and June 17th is like their convention that they do for Warcraft. So they'll be probably having a lot more stuff there. I don't care about Warcraft. It's okay. It's better than Destiny, but I just
Warframe.
don't like
But yeah,
Warframe, man. I just don't really care
Same for me.
about those. So next one, another one I played and it was okay, but it just got boring. Killing Floor 2 DLC coming tomorrow. It's Sideshow Freaks and stuff like that. They're sticking with that theme, like circus and Sideshow Freaks and all that. So
yeah, I never played it. I mean, I've seen it played by other people and it just didn't grab me. But you know, if you guys like, you know, wave after wave of enemies, what do you call that? Gauntlets? I don't. There's a term for that, right?
Horde
mode.
Modes.
Horde mode. Yeah, Horde modes. If you guys love Horde modes, then try the free thing during the weekend. I think there's gonna have a free.
Yeah, it's fun, guy. It is. It gets boring to me. I think the last Horde mode thing that I actually love and I can play a lot of is Gears. Gears of War did the Horde mode the best, and it's still that way in my mind. Next one is Blindside Maneater. I'm trying to remember.
Oh, the thing about the sharks, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one.
I'm not interested.
Depth was awesome. I still play Depth every now and again. It's a lot of fun. It's sharks versus divers. This one, you're just a shark and eating people. So it's like, yeah. I don't know. It looked goofy. It looked silly. It's a single-player game. I don't know. If they gave me a code, I would definitely try it.
Oh, if I would get a free code, I would definitely give it a shot. But I'm not going to spend any money on that. Yeah, no.
Yep. The next one is Bravery Network. That one is one I honestly do not remember. Like I said, it's just something I'm writing down the titles, and there's a lot of things that Bravery Network. And a lot of things that were just shown that really didn't bring out anybody to talk about it. And
I don't even know what that is, man. I forgot what it is. Hold on. There's got to be a post somewhere. Bravery Network. It's going to take a second. Bravery Network.
A lot of these will probably have a Steam page already.
It's a future cartoon style shooter. It seems. It says, make friends, challenge strangers, and fight strategic turn-based battles in a post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah, it's something that didn't resonate with me, so it's like, okay. Next one is Morning Star.
Morning Star?
Remember that. Morning Star.
Morning Star. You don't remember that one either?
No, and like I said, a lot of these I didn't even write side notes down because I wasn't interested.
Which was one of the 3 indie titles. Okay, yeah, no.
Yeah, and then Overwhelm was Overwhelm was, the one out today, and it was so
yeah.
Oh, it was so bad.
It was the one I was just like, nope.
Yeah. Those 3 games that I named, Bravery Network, Morningstar, and Overwhelm, were by the same developers, and they had an announcement. They announced those 2 that aren't out yet.
Yeah, Overwhelm was the one.
I remember them now.